Afternoon, everybody. Good to see you. Thank you for sticking around through the meal and cake and for the ceremony. I'm James Fuccione from the Massachusetts Healthy Aging Collaborative, the person and organization you're least likely to know on the stage. But what you need to know is that we are grant funded by the Point 32 Health Foundation, so the combination of Harvard Pilgrim, Tufts Health Plan Foundation, supported by AARP, and a number of other organizations to promote and support a statewide movement of age-friendly communities. And so that's why we're here today for Worcester's commitment to becoming the 99th age-friendly community in the state, the most of any state in the country, which we're proud of. And I just want to talk about a little bit about what age-friendly is and it is not. So recognizing that our communities are stronger when we include people of all ages in everything from decisions on city planning, housing, transportation, and a number of other factors in the social and physical environment, we can create an age-friendly and dementia-friendly community. So thanks to Amy Vogel-Waters, the director of the Council on Aging Senior Center here in Worcester. Worcester is already a dementia-friendly community. And we're proud to add age-friendly to that today. So age-friendly is not a magic certificate or waving a magic wand that recognizes that all of a sudden Worcester's the best place to grow up and grow old. It is a commitment on behalf of city leadership, on behalf of community-based organizations, to ask people, ask residents of Worcester what being age-friendly means to you. And so from that feedback, we create a plan, and we implement that plan that works on all kinds of different priorities, but mostly about what is meaningful to you. So we have a website that's now operational, surveys over on the table over there with pins and all kinds of other sweet giveaways. But I wanted to bring up, Mayor Petty could not be here, so what he just said is, this is what I get for showing up. I'm going to bring up City Councilor George Russell to start off the remarks. Thank you so much.
You know, now that Gary Rosen finally retired from the city council, I guess that makes me the age-friendly person on the city council. I think I'm probably, if not the oldest, pretty close to the oldest among my colleagues on the city council. I didn't intend on being on the speaking program today, but I bring you the official greetings of Mayor Petty and all my colleagues on the city council and on the school committee. I think that basically, in short, I just want you to know that the city council is not only behind you individually, it's behind this organization, behind this facility, and we're working hard to make sure that this program and all the programs here at the Senior Center continue to be funded. We want to make sure that you know that we are available, especially me, I am available, should you have any concerns, whether they be city-related or personally related. We're here to help. We're here to point you in the right direction and introduce you to the various different services that are out there in local government and in state government and federal government. So don't hesitate to call. Don't hesitate to pick up the phone. And I also want to bring to your attention my colleague, who is almost as old as me, but not quite there, Mo Bergman, who just joined us too. Mo, thank you for coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilor. All right, so next we want to bring up Worcester City Manager Ed Augustus for his remarks. And I just want to say I've been working in this position for 5 years. I've been working to get Worcester designated and recognized as age-friendly for all the great programs it has already, and to recognize the opportunities of what is possible and what it can accomplish. So I finally get to introduce my former boss and friend, Ed Augustus.
Thank you, James. And James used to work for me when I was a member of the State Senate, and I'm really proud of what he's accomplished and how far he's come. He's a terrific professional and very passionate about the work of making communities in Massachusetts age-friendly, and I'm very proud of the fact that Worcester is the 99th community to have that designation. And I want to thank Amy and her team. And I always do this, and I want to do this one more time. Let's have a nice round of applause for Amy and all the staff of the Senior Center who are the best. They're the best. And as you all know, we continue to try to invest in this facility. You see the solar arrays out there. You see the new gym that's going to be opening up hopefully in a couple of weeks. And making sure that this facility has the kind of support and priority that you all deserve. You all have made this city. You've fought in our wars. You've raised your families. You've paid your taxes. You've built this community, and you deserve nothing but the best. And that's what we're trying to do every day. Make sure you get what you deserve. I also want to acknowledge my friend and former colleague in the legislature, Mike Fester, who you're going to hear from in a minute, who is the head of the AARP here in Massachusetts and does a great job advocating for seniors. He's former secretary of Elder Affairs during the Patrick administration, and he's just a great advocate and a great voice for seniors. This will probably be my last time speaking as city manager, at least here at the Senior Center. And before I say goodbye, I do want to just introduce you to Eric Batista. Eric is going to be the acting city manager come June 1st. So he takes over June 1st, and I'm expecting either June 2nd or 3rd, you're going to be saying, Ed Augustus who? Eric is going to do such a great job. He's a terrific young guy who's really passionate about the city, and the city's going to be in good hands with him. I want to just thank everybody in the city and here at the Senior Center who've been so supportive of me, so helpful to everything that we've been trying to do as a city to move Worcester forward, to make Worcester feel better about itself. And I do think Worcester's self-confidence is at its highest level, and I was born and raised here, and I've never seen the city feel so good about itself. And when you feel good about yourself, it's like kids. When kids think they can do anything, they can. And when a city thinks it can do anything, it can. So congratulations to everybody for this important designation, and thank you to everybody for all your support.
Thanks again, Ed, and leave it to me to have Ed's last speaking engagement be with Age Friendly, but Eric, I look forward to working with you as well, and we all do as part of this great coalition that I think is one of the strongest in the state out of the 99 so far. And in addition to the city leadership, it takes organizational leadership to step up and coordinate and connect and lead all of the community engagement and assessment and listening to folks about what your idea of being age-friendly actually is. And so leading that organization, I want to bring up Dr. Moses Dixon from CMAA.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and certainly, James, thank you for moderating today's announcement and today's event. I want to start off by saying that, you know, I'm proud to lead the Central Massachusetts Agency on Aging. We cover all of the 61 cities and towns here in Central Massachusetts, and we are proud to be located here in the city of Worcester. And we are the leaders in providing information and resources and funding priorities for Meals on Wheels, legal services for seniors, and obviously coordinating with senior centers like the Worcester Senior Center to make age-friendly Worcester a priority. And so I want to thank over the last year when Amy first reached out to me and my team about working together to make the city an age-friendly city, I did not hesitate. And so we began to work over a year ago with a coalition of 80 organizations and individuals from across the city that met weekly, virtually, to make this happen. And so I want to give all of those folks a round of applause for making this happen. You know, May is Older Americans Month, and this year's theme is Age My Way. And that is such a fitting theme, given that we are designating the city of Worcester as an age-friendly city. And I will tell you that this would not be possible without the support of the city administration and Mayor Petty, who couldn't be here, but we want to thank the city manager, Ed Augustus, for his commitment because this would not have happened without having them sign off on this a few months ago. And so I want to personally thank you, Mr. Manager, and the mayor for making this happen. So thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. And finally, I want to thank AARP Massachusetts, Mike Festa and James from the collaboration across the state to designate cities and towns as age-friendly communities. And Amy, thank you for working with my team and my staff. So let's give them a round of applause as well. So in closing, I would just say that, even though we're getting this designation today, it is a long process to continue to make sure that we are still going to be an age-friendly city a few years from now. So we look forward to continuing the work and working with the incoming acting city manager, Eric Batista, and I know he's committed to working with us to continue the age-friendly Worcester collaboration. So I want to thank you all. This is a good day and a good day for the city. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dixon. All right, now for the aforementioned Michael Festa from AARP Massachusetts to give his remarks on the age-friendly movement as a whole and livability and the Age Friendly Worcester designation. Come on, Mike. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This program is not that long, okay? I just want to drive home the point. I think I'm the last speaker, right? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, just kidding, Amy. Can we just concede the obvious here? The power on this stage is right there, okay? So I certainly know that. We all love her for it. And maybe one of the reasons why I love her for it is because she's so, shy about it. She's not out there. I'm a recovering politician. Ed, you're a recovering politician. It's not easy to give up the mic. But, in all seriousness, I think it's really important to acknowledge a couple of things. One is age-friendly movement is about people, not just those who are affected by the work, but those who are the visionaries, those who are putting in the time and doing it right. And that's why I put a lot of focused attention on Amy, because in the end, that's how it gets done. Now, the other point about Age Friendly Network, which was sort of alluded to, is the notion that what this really means is that you've got a lot of people in community, not just the government, but the partners in the providing of both services and the coordination of those services, and a commitment by anyone who is in the business of trying to be helpful and engaged with people as they get older. Everybody has to be part of this. And what AARP is basically saying to you as part of the Age Friendly Network designation is that we acknowledge that all of those pieces have been put together well to sustain this commitment to age friendly. And I just want you to know that as AARP looks at Worcester, number one, we know that, we're in the middle of the state, okay? And this is as big a part of the state as anything. In fact, at this moment, I want to give a shout out to one of the people who works on our staff at AARP, who is designated as the Greater Worcester Area Coordinator for all our activities. And that's Kelly Leffler. So Kelly, thank you. You'll be seeing more and more of her. But what AARP is saying to you also is this. We stand with the city of Worcester to ensure that whatever programming, whatever online services and supports that we can give, we will be there for you. That fit lot you see, that was an AARP contribution. I think you're aware of that. But that's a physical manifestation of what I think has to be the long-standing commitment we're going to make, and we are making, to the city of Worcester. So on behalf of AARP National, it's really an honor for me to be here. I want to also say, Ed, to you, this is a poignant moment, actually. I forgot the connection with James. I work with James Fuccione all the time, and we all have our histories, right? But I just want you to know that I knew Ed first when I was in the House of Representatives, and Ed was in the Senate. And I looked up to him as one of those really thoughtful leaders in the work that has to be done in serving the public. It's great that you've had the run that you have as city manager. I think it is true, and it has to be continuously said. For those of us who are not from Worcester, as we look at what's going on in this city in particular, it's truly an inspiration. Because what it recognizes as this progress is being made, we all have to recognize, I should say, that it's people like Eddie Augustus and Amy and others who really have made this a sustained commitment to improving the lives of all people in the city of Worcester. So my last parting shot to you is this. Age Friendly is about living a full life, not just about being an older person. We think about Age Friendly just as much for the young mother with that baby carriage as we do with someone in a walker or using a walker. We think about Age Friendly from the point of view that how are we going to ensure that whatever services the city is doing, whatever programs they're doing, whatever physical structure is being built, that it is always looked at from the lens of how can we ensure that all people of whatever age can be treated with dignity and respect. That's what the Age Friendly movement is about, and I'm really honored to be here on behalf of AARP. So congratulations to all of you in the city of Worcester for this great achievement.
Thank you, Mike. And all current and recovering politicians will be back up on stage for the certificate presentation, the official certificate presentation after. Maybe I knew Ed first. I think we have to fact check this. When I was a reporter in Spencer, Leicester, and the Brookfields, is anybody, yeah, okay, yes. We're all from Worcester. I'm an honorary Worcester resident. I feel like I went to Assumption College. Can I get like a little something? No? Okay. All right, thank you. Appreciate that. So while we're recognizing everybody, I just want to recognize Joanne as a volunteer that helped drive this from a volunteer perspective. So thank you, Joanne. And Ethan from CMAA and his colleague Amber. I don't know if Amber's here. Probably not. She's not here. Okay, well, thank you to all the staff that are doing all this work too. And so that brings us to, last but not least, Amy Vogel-Waters, your fearless leader at the Worcester Senior Center. Come on up, Amy.
I only wish I was fearless. Anyway, hello again, everybody. First, some acknowledgements. Many thanks to all of our speakers and supporters, with a special shout out to our co-organizers for this event, Suki Leipin from the Senior Center and Amber Krasinski, Ethan Belding from CMAA. Also, we are very grateful to Lutheran Rehabilitation and Skilled Care Center for providing today's celebration cake, so do stay for cake. In these last brief minutes, I just have a few things to add. The logo of overlapping hearts for Age Friendly Worcester is so fitting. It's like a Venn diagram, remember them, Venn? Which could represent the intersection of three important initiatives in this city. Our newest being Age Friendly Worcester, which certainly encompasses Dementia Friendly Worcester and overlaps with the public health model of the social determinants of health. It's addressed in our 5-year plan for the city, Community Health Improvement Plan, also known as the CHIP. In fact, the CHIP contains the city's goal of receiving the age-friendly determination. And having already received Dementia-Friendly Worcester designation, we are in a really good place in terms of action teams. And the team members do have their hearts in this work to continuously improve the quality of life for everyone in Worcester. All this coupled with the city's current master planning effort promises really great continuous results. Whether you claim the red, yellow, or green heart, I thank you for your leadership. As I utter the words, thank you for your leadership, I'm moved to acknowledge that in this month of May, Older Americans Month, our city manager, Ed Augustus, as you know, will be leaving his post. Ever since we opened in 2000, people call the senior center the gem of Vernon Hill. But it is with this manager's vision and persistence that our gem gained new luster. Not only through all the amazing capital improvement projects he put forward and completed during this brief tenure, but also because you truly connected with us, enjoyed our events, and listened to our stories. Thank you for your support. I can't imagine getting through the worst of the pandemic without your leadership, along with the mayor and Dr. Hirsch. Let's all thank City Manager Augustus for that. That said, on behalf of our senior community, I wish you well, and I give you this token of our appreciation. It is an artwork created by one of our seniors, Young Nguyen.
Thank you.
Of our senior center.
Oh, that's great.
So do enjoy it, be well. Age Friendly is off to a great start, and I hope whatever your next chapter is will also be as great.
Thank you, Amy.
All right, so now I get to say, let's eat cake. So thank you all for being here, and thank you to Amy, thank you for Mike, City Manager Augustus, City Councilor Russell, Dr. Moses Dixon, and everybody else who helped make this day possible. And go to the website, fill out a survey so we can get your input and get it into this plan to make a Age Friendly Worcester. What's that? And we're gonna do the certificate presentation as well, but I think you might care more about the cake. So thank you very much for being here.